Hello, this is Nick from Quit with Nick. Thank you for watching. I am a hypnotherapist that specializes in only one thing, and that is smoking, cigarettes or vapes. Now, in this video, I wanted to share with you a tip that will help your permanent success when it comes to quitting with hypnotherapy. In a session with me that can go anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours, sometimes 2.25, some have even gone as long as 3 hours. They are fairly extensive, the session, because there's a lot to get through before we do the easiest part of the entire process, which is the actual hypnosis in the chair that's behind me, like this chair I'm in. There's another one behind me. I tell people that time you spend sitting there with your eyes closed listening to words is easy, but the mental prep and what to expect after the session and how to remain a non-smoker, that's actually the harder thing. Now I'm going to give you a tip. Stay till the end of this video because I'm going to give you a tip on one of many that I share with people in that session that will help you remain a non-smoker, especially when it comes to someone working with me. During the session, I let people know that when I follow up with you, I'm going to ask you a very important question to determine how well the hypnosis has worked. I'll explain why I did that in a second, because a lot of people ask, does it work? Does it work? The better question is, does it help? It's not an appropriate question for therapy. Does it work? Not really. Does it help? Does it work is a better question for products. Does it work? Does it say what it says it does on the can? Kind of thing, But therapy is about a scale of how much it helps, right? So when I'm with someone, I say, I'm going to follow up with you and I'm going to ask you, on a scale of 0 to 100, how in control have you been feeling on average since leaving my office every time the thought of a cigarette or vape has crossed your mind? Now I say to people, 0 is cold turkey. 100 is, it feels like I've never smoked in my life. This is easy. Oh my God, it's so easy. Some people will say to me, oh, I hope that's me. 100, oh, I hope that's me. I say two things about that. Firstly, although it's possible, it's not likely that you'll be at 100. Only because out of the thousands of people I've seen, only about 5% of people will give me that 100. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 6-7%, So I'm the kind of therapist and person who likes to share with a client what is probable, not what is possible, what is a remote possibility. I'd rather tell people what you're likely to experience. So not like possible, but not likely that you'll be at this 100 mark. Secondly, I say to people, believe it or not, you don't actually want this quitting journey and process with me to be too easy. You don't want to be at 100 because it's not going to be conducive to your long-term success. Think about it. Obviously, we've heard this before. Any goal, any really big goal that we achieved way too easily, we don't appreciate it, do we? We don't really value it as much. We don't cherish it. We don't value it. We're not respectful of it enough because it just came easy. So you don't want to be at 100. What I say to people is, where you want to be and where 9 out of 10 people tell me they are on that scale is 70 to 80. 70 to 80%. That's a really good place. That's the sweet spot because that's 70 to 80% better than cold turkey, which is a really good level of control, but it still leaves you something to deal with, something to fight for, something to keep you accountable, something to make the accomplishment and achievement really worthwhile and worth celebrating and worth giving yourself the pat on the back, right? To flip it around, let me ask you this. If your cold turkey cravings were reduced by 70 to 80% after a hypnotherapy session with me, wouldn't you agree that your commitment to quitting would take care of the rest? More than likely. A lot of people say that. Oh, geez, if my what I feel when I've tried to quit on my own is reduced by 70 to 80%, I can just flick that. That's like being able to handle a 2 or 3 out of 10 level of pain. If you went into emergency, I'm in pain, or what is it out of 10? 2, 3. Really? You can wait in the waiting room, please. Right? Kind of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because that is a really, it's an important point, because my aim as a hypnotherapist, as opposed to maybe some out there, is your long-term permanent success. That is evident by the amount of post-session support tools I give someone. I know that the magic in the room can happen really easily, but I focus on permanent long-term, and what that means is preparing for stress, alcohol, and complacency in the future. Stress, alcohol, and complacency. The only 3 reasons people may ever need the free backup lifetime guaranteed session that I offer in my program. Anyway, I hope that has helped. Look, the usual spiel. Subscribe if you liked this video. Please share it. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. This is Nick from Quit with Nick. Take care. To your health.